Hey, Bobby. Um, so okay, so I have your email up. So I was meditating on the cards. I I don't know if this resonates with you, Bob, but I get like an impatience, like you're feeling impatient about things. Doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing, but like it's like a like you want it's just like being kind of like impatient. Um, kind of like the energy behind like when you're being like really impulsive. It's not being impulsive, it's just like that energy is it feels kind of impatient. But anyways, so I'm gonna do love first and then we'll look at overall for May for you. So Bobby, what's going on with love? I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting closer to meeting somebody who's actually gonna work for you. Okay, so your current situation. I don't know if you have met somebody just recently. Okay, so here's you, Page of Cups. So this is you talking to somebody, okay, or sending out, a message of love or maybe a message of interest. Then we have this Queen of Swords. So this is somebody who's very honest, very straight up, very strong. Okay, so I don't know if you've met, and so she's a Queen of Swords, so this could be an air sign. So that would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And the reason why I mentioned, like, I think you're getting close here, as far as love. You might not feel that way, but the Two of Cups showed up. Okay, this is good if this is to show up in a love reading. But then we also have this Ten of Swords. So this can mean kind of like what you said earlier. You gave up on those other three. I did pick up big time. The one that you said, isn't going to work. I think she was the one where I was saying, no, I think she's like looking for money. Like she's the money gal. But either way, let me see what this Ten of Swords is about. Yeah, I think if I don't know if kind of letting all of them go shifted something in you. I feel like it did. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but it's like I'm not going to mess with any of them. Um, and that was this here, the Ten of Swords. So because you reach a 10 and your thoughts or ideas in regards to love or women or whatever it was, you're going through a change. You're going through a transformation. Okay. And you're balancing something out. The Temperance card is also about having patience. But I feel like I just get a feeling like I feel like you're going to meet somebody, and you might feel this way about this person if you haven't met them already. But I feel like you've already made contact. Okay, if you haven't, you will. What's working for you right now in regards to love? You might not be. I don't know if you've been wanting to spend a little bit more time alone, or maybe not dating as often or talking to as many women. But what's working for you is that because. But I get also there's something. It's like you're really thinking about something. You're really thinking about the way that you feel and think about love. There's something there, okay? Because you're doing like inner work. You may not feel like it. It may be just like when you're laying down, getting ready to go to sleep, and you just really start thinking about things um, I don't know, uh, in a more in-depth kind of way. Okay, not that you never think in depth, but you know what I mean. Okay, but it's basically in regards to love and what you want, like what works for you. Now, what's your challenge though in love? Well, Bob, I think this came up last time. And to be honest with you, to each their own. I mean, like for example, if you're a single guy and you're dating women and sleeping with them or not sleeping with them, that's your business, right? But here's what I feel like I feel like this message has come up before that it might actually be confusing the universe because here's the challenge. So something about honesty, right? Or being real with yourself about something. Well, what is that about? Being real about what? Well, do you see how there's three women here? And then we have movement towards love. So there's something here in regards to it's like you need to meet someone that will really just like be like that's a keeper. She's a keeper right there. Someone that's going to tame your ass. And I hope that that makes sense. But basically, here's you. So fire sign. So the strength card. This is normally this is a Leo, but I'm going to say that this is an Aries because Leo is a fire sign. You're a fire sign. But basically, a woman who can tame you out of your ways. And I'm not saying you need to change, Bob, but I'm saying that this challenge I think has come up before where I think what it does is you're doing your thing, to each their own, but at the same time, I think some of the women pick up on it. And so it's like it may give mixed messages or signals to them, even though you're technically not doing anything. You're single. Some people date one person at a time. Some people date more than one person at a time. So you could be talking to a bunch of women all at one time. To each their own. You're not owned by anybody. You know what I mean? But I feel like that this is a challenge. This has been maybe one of the challenges why you haven't met the one yet, because it just comes across like you're this individual who, take the energy of the fool, you're this individual who's not going to settle down. You're not settling down material. And these women might be picking up on that, so they might be coming across cold or kind of bitchy or waiting for you to make the first move because they need to be reassured. They don't know what it is, but they need to be reassured. So it's not that they're picking up that you're like a bad guy or anything. It's just I think they pick up on, and I don't even know what you look like, but I just get the feeling you're an attractive guy. You go after attractive women. You know, they women's intuition or whatever, they really pick up on that. But I feel like it's about finding a woman where you feel like, I don't want to see anybody else, or I don't even want to try and date anybody else. I want to put all my focus and attention on this one. And you may not feel that way. These are just messages that are coming across. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just because I don't want to step on anybody's toes, I don't want to step on your toes. But basically, your challenge is it's either getting real with yourself about some things or being honest in regards to dating about what you're doing, okay? Whether it's partying or maybe seeing more than one woman at a time, and how your approach to love could be affecting your outcome, okay? Because really, it's almost like what would work for you is somebody who will tame you. Tame you, and that sounds silly, but in a way, it's like somebody will go, "No, he's mine," and you'll say, "That's right." And that's it. Okay. That way people aren't maybe viewing you as this really attractive guy who's not going to settle down, because the fool, he's not about settling down. He's not about having a committed union or partnership. He's about taking off and being like a gypsy, like, oh no, I'm going to see what's out there in the world. Okay. Now, what else do we have in regards to love for you? It's funny because I was like, I have a feeling maybe you're talking to another woman, or maybe you've met another woman, or you're going to. I feel like you might meet a woman that's either really in tune with her emotions, maybe intuitive, and like is sassy with you, like, so you talking to anybody else or whatever. But I feel like you're going to be, if you haven't already, you're like meeting women, okay? Because the Three of Pentacles is my meetup card or meeting. But then right smack dab in the middle of your reading, we have the Seven of Wands. So this could be that you're like having to fight off women right now, or that there's a part of you that maybe feels like, why do I need to defend myself and who I am? Well, that's where this Queen of Cups is. Okay, so I don't know if you've met a woman like this. This could also be the Queen of Swords. This could be the same person, but I'm getting also this is coming up as well, where maybe you're like, okay, well, there's something about her I kind of like her, but you're trying to be patient about it. You're like, well, I'm gonna take my time with this and see where this goes. Okay, now moving forward, what's the best advice for Bobby in regards to love and relationships moving forward? Bob, so whenever in readings, whenever like, symbols or the card is an actual three, when threes keep popping up, it usually means a third party situation, meaning somebody is seeing somebody else and somebody else, or more than one. Always that. So moving forward, your advice. So here's your advice. It's the mess. Like I already have the message. I'm just going to say it. Your advice is to really take a look at your situation and ask yourself, is your approach towards love, and this could be part of the change that you're going through, you might be recognizing some things, but is your approach towards love and dating, is it working for you? Because do you see, it's like this guy, he's really stubborn. He's like, no, I'm going to keep it this way. But then your true love is like, hey, I'm right here. But you can't see these new opportunities trying to come in, like that ideal woman, because you're doing this. Okay? So it's almost like spirit is trying to guide you in a different direction, going, so Bob, maybe it's time that you make some adjustments in the way that you date or talk with, or however your approach towards women, maybe there's a needed change in relationships and dating, and it possibly, and I'm not kidding you. So do you see? So three cups is the focus here. He's focused on three, even though this is four cups, so there's three, right? Lover's card. There are three people here. Here, here, here. That's three. Then we have the Five of Cups. Well, what's he looking at? Three cups. But he's sad. So it's almost like saying, if you're ready to make some changes, Bob, in regards to like love, dating, finding that woman that you really want to be with, it's a matter of maybe letting go of how you're approaching dating. And um, you know, I don't, I get you're a great person, okay, but I feel like women can pick up on um, you're attractive, you have a great personality, but then they pick up on something else. And so you only get to see one, you get to see for a short time period one side of them, but then you start to see another side of them, okay? That a lot of them come across as like being protective of themselves. So it's almost like challenging you, like, do you want to do this or do you want to let it go? Because it's almost like this guy kicks these over. Do you want to keep doing this and have these missed opportunities or not let these new beginnings that you really want to come in? Or do you want to kick them down? And that's your choice in love that they're asking. Because they're asking, it's almost saying like, do you think it's really, is it balanced for you or even fair? But do you see, Bob, once again, there's three people here. One, two, three. This person's giving to this person, and then this person's like, well, wait, what about me? So kind of the message that I'm getting is that if you're dating, you know, three women or talking to three women at one time, are you really giving your full attention or your energy to one person if they're giving it to you? Because they could actually be picking up on, no, I like this guy, you know, and they're only talking to you. But if you're talking to other women, they may pick up on that, not like you seem kind of like suave or, you know what I mean? But they could be picking up on, he doesn't seem as invested as I would like him to be invested in as much as I am invested, if that makes sense. Okay. So it creates confusion with them. Like, I'm not sure I know what he wants. Okay. But in the end, they end up trusting their gut. Like, okay, well, maybe he wants to do things a different way. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull three more advice for you as far as next steps. And I hope you don't take any of this personal. It's basically, you know, they're just messages. Um, you know, sometimes the messages come out before I even pull the cards, and then I pull the cards and I'm like, that's a message I kept getting, so I'm just going to say it. So, if anything, I don't want to step on your toes because I don't have any judgment. People can be who they want to be. I actually, you know, I love seeing people, you know, even if I don't agree with it. I like people who, you know, who they live their lives and they do what they do. There's no need to judge or say, well, I wouldn't do that. Well, who cares? You know what I mean? As long as you're not hurting anybody. Your advice, new beginnings are trying to come in. So it might be really important. So as far as these new beginnings, this Ace of Wands, I'm not getting necessarily take a step back, but it's almost like slow your roll a little bit. Just slow it a little bit, okay? Because for love, it's actually not even about action. It's not even about like you making it happen, because this card is all about non-movement and enlightenment. So it's about going within. That it's like slowing down your roll so you can find love, or so love can find you. And there might be a certain aspect to that that you're not quite familiar with or unsure about, because the moon card is like, I can't really see things clearly. It might throw you off a little bit to be like in regards to meeting people, like, okay, well, I'm just not going to be like putting myself out there as much, and I'm going to allow it to come to me. I feel like you do that anyways, because you know what you want. But I feel like whoever this Queen of Swords is, she's trying to come in, but she may feel like she's not getting all of what it is that you're about. Okay, so this could be like an individual who's like hiding something. Like, she may be, whoever this is, I feel like this is going to be somebody that's going to click with you. She may be sensing, if she hasn't already come in the picture yet, when she does, she may sense from you that, not necessarily that you're hiding something, but like, he seems like a good guy. It seems like somebody I could maybe like, we could go there. But what's he about? Is he about like monogamy? Is he about casual, being casual for a while? Is he, I get this woman here, the woman that is that's really going to click with you is going to be a woman who's going to be very much about like, you're my man, very much like that, okay, and will want it that way, and that'll be important for her. But I also get that it's going to be so good for you. um, he'll surprise you in a sense, okay. Anything else for Bobby in regards to love? Yeah, basically, so it's whatever these changes that you might be going through right now in regards to love, or maybe adjustments that you're making. It's basically get as clear as you can. Start wishing, start putting out what you want that to look like, what you want her to look like, what you want the feeling, the how you guys mesh together, what that looks like, and then you'll start to see action or movement taking place. I'm not necessarily getting you need to take action because you're action oriented. You go after what you want anyways. I'm getting then you will start to see things kind of naturally start moving. Like coming your way or going running into people, meeting people. It's just like a natural thing, and I just see sparkles, like sparkles in certain women's eye, and you're like, oh, this might be an opportunity. Let me see here, or to where you don't even feel like you have to make the effort. They're like coming after you in a sense. Okay, so I hope that that resonated with you. Now, let's look at. So I'm hearing opportunities. So let's look at any opportunities in regards to like work or your life in general that might be coming up for you. I'm not sure how money is with you right now, Bob. Could be watching your money a little bit, maybe trying to work, because cards are like wanting to pop out. So we have the Four of Pentacles again. So this is kind of like holding on to your cash, being very like conscious of like how you're spending your money. It could be too because there's another woman that's either in the picture or is going to be coming into the picture where it's because you want to maybe spend your money on her or take her out. I definitely think you are going to be meeting people if you haven't already, okay? So it's like love is kind of still here in the picture, but we have the meetup card. This is somebody that you want, but here's this Queen of Swords again, okay? I think you're going to have a lot of different ideas in regards to how you're going to approach love, because here's that 3 again. It's kind of like, maybe I want to approach it a different way. And I don't know what that means to you, but it's like, the idea is not clear yet to you because this Moon card just popped up again. But it's leading to, once again, the end of a cycle and you making some changes. What's going on with work? So even though you're holding on to your money, I didn't necessarily get like, oh, because you're broke. But I feel like I don't know if you're getting like a lot of like offers for jobs. But I think you're stable. So we have the Seven of Swords, so all those wands coming up, he's like fighting them off. These could be like offers or like, hey, you want to help out with this? Or hey, do you want to work for me? Or hey, do you want to pair up and do this? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So there's a part of you that's, you still want like a relationship or you want to date somebody or you want love, but overall you're like taking care, you're handling your business, which is good, okay? What else in regards to work? We talked about this before, Bob, but I think you're thinking a lot about next steps. You're still working through some stuff. I think you are praying or trying to manifest something. So you have the Magician here. But you're still wavering on something. So those 2 pentacles I get represent 2 different industries or 2 different areas or 2 different, maybe something that you love, something that, will bring in good money. But I feel like you're really wanting to walk away from something that you enjoy. But it's just time to move on, okay? And you're wishing, what are you wishing for? I get that you're wishing for, you're just wishing for things to kind of go your way. But I get that there's going to be movement, because here's the Six of Swords. I call this my moving card, like if you're actually moving, but this is like movement. This is like the ideas that you're thinking about, you start to see they're going somewhere. So there might be either a new opportunity coming your way, or you're going to come up with a new opportunity. But what's interesting is the Seven of Swords came up and this Five of Pentacles. So I don't know if you're thinking about going in a business with somebody or doing something with a partner or pairing up with somebody, but I'm kind of getting like you're going to walk away from that because it's not going to, you're going to hear something. It's like you're going to think about the investment of that, and then you're going to hear something, and it's not going to feel right. Something's going to be off, and you're going to be like, nah, peace. Nah, not going to do it. Um, let me see. Anything else? An overall outlook. So let's do an overall outlook for Bobby. I think overall, you know, Bob, you've got it's almost like a Leo energy. Like sometimes Leos are known for kind of having like this magical, you know, stroke of luck throughout their lives. I feel like you have part of that in your life, but I feel like you've got some good things coming up. I saw a picture of you, and I saw a picture of like a big box that was wrapped like a gift. Like you're gonna get a gift, or there's an opportunity. Something's coming up. What is it? Um, no joke. I think it's love, and I think it's a new job. This woman also may throw you off. You might not, you might be intimidated by her in a sense. And I know might sound weird for you, like, I'm not going to get intimidated, but basically it's like, what is this present that I was seeing, you know, and this vision that I had? Well, this could be either a partnership or a love partnership, but then this Ace of Pentacles came up, so this tells me it could be love or it could be job related. Usually this pentacle means job related. And right underneath it is the King of Pentacles. So this is like the man when it comes to work. So an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but basically like a boss. Like he's head of something, or he's got good money, he's established. Um, but I'm getting a sense that as you move forward in love, you're going to walk away from kind of like some things that you don't necessarily want to walk away from, but you know it's better for you. But here's this Queen of Swords again. Okay? I feel like you're going to have mixed emotions about who this is. You're going to have a lot of like different ideas. Like, should I walk away? Should I, you know, maybe just see her? She seems like she has her shit together. Has money, has a job, dresses good, looks good. That I think it's going to put you in this place where you're just going to be unsure, like, is this going to make me happy? Because she might have a sense of, or you might feel like because the Queen of Swords, you know, she's very like in control of her what she wants, and she says it, that it might throw you off a little bit. But here you are, you're the Emperor, right? But I feel like she's gonna bring a lot of stability to your life. But at first you're gonna be like, but is she gonna make me happy? But with this Two of Swords here, it's about like making a choice or a decision. So I don't know if you're gonna like take it slow with her and just keep it very casual at first, you know, like hanging out. Maybe you guys have similar friends, or you go to different events, or whatever it is where she's there. But you will be making your move on her. There will be movement towards love, and then it's going to start. You know, there's going to be a lot of, you know, communication going on. But I think then you're going to go, yeah, she's it. Okay. And of course, I want to hear. Uh, when these messages come up, it's, you know, I try to look at it like this. I'm just the messenger, so whatever comes through, comes through. But I love when it's even more so after the fact, like, Bobby, when you said this happened, or this, and this, it's like, really? That's crazy. Or I don't remember saying that. Because a lot of the times when I do readings, I don't remember. I don't remember them. So a lot of the readings that I've done with you, I remember a few things about you, Bob, but as far as like details, couldn't tell you. I remember those three women because I think you sent me pictures, and I tuned into them through just looking at their pictures. So I can actually see those pictures in my head of the last three women. All of them were gorgeous too. They're very beautiful. You have almost like a specific type too, which is cool. Maybe not. Like you can branch out, but I I I understood. So I hope this reading was valuable to you, resonated, is helpful in some way. I feel like you have good things coming. I feel like there's one big one coming too, whatever that is, whether it's job or a woman. But keep me posted on things because it's kind of fun to watch you through your journey, even though I don't know specifically like what you do or and it's kind of better that way. That way I don't logically try and read you. I just intuitively just whatever comes up. Okay, but I wish you the best. Thanks for coming to me again. I enjoy reading for you, and yeah, things are good as far as the channel. It's to me it's not about numbers. There are readers on YouTube who've like been up for like 2 months and they've got like 20,000 subscribers and whatnot. And for me, I'm doing this because I feel like over the years I was kind of pushed to do it. Like spirit wouldn't leave me alone, to be honest with you, until I would like just do this. Um, so that's why I do it. Honestly, felt crazy for a while, but that's why I do it. So, but yeah, things are going good. My numbers are going up as far as subscribers. That's always good. And just thought that I would share that. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll have like my own show and whatnot because the more that I do readings, the more and more I become more in tune with what I do. So, wish you all the best. Take care of yourself. Have fun. Sounds like you got a lot of things coming up for you. And take care and keep me posted, okay? And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Bob.